Would you like to do the introduction? Hello. It's me again. It's Real Talk with Amiri with Jason Williams and Tarence Willis and Gwen Harris. So we're just going to talk about whatever today. Who wants to start?
I always start.
Here you go.
How y'all doing? This is what I call sip and trip. As I sip, I'm gonna tell you about some things. It's a trip. I'm kind of blank now all of a sudden.
All the stuff you were talking about.
Right, exactly. Man, we did have conversations about a lot of different things. Man, I'm always talking about relationships. I don't want it to always be about a relationship, but some reason it is on my mind right now. Because we all go through it, man. With the opposite sex, we all go through it. I want to know. I don't even know how to put it.
Well, put it like you're supposed to put it.
Yeah, give me a second.
What is your problem with relationships? Is it you or is it them?
Okay, yeah, it could be. It could be me. A lot of times I think I'm being honest with women and telling them the truth up front, and I've realized later on that it could have been more truth said up front. So that's something that I'm working on with myself, to be more open and honest about everything going on, so the woman would know, and she has her choice and decision whether she wants to deal with me or not, because that's real big for me. If I tell you everything about me and I show you everything about me, then you already know whether you want to make your mind up if you want to deal with me or not. So when something comes up, I don't have no issues. If my friend is here, if I'm with my friend and I say she's a friend, that's a true friend. I would explain to you if it's somebody that was a friend and maybe we had something going on like before or whatever. I would explain that to you, and you got a choice to say, well, I don't want you being over there, or if you are, we can't be together. I will always give you that option. But if I tell you she's my friend and nothing's going on, it is what it is.
What's your problem with relationships, Terrence?
I don't have a problem. I'm.
Just hold it.
I'm. My name is Terence Willis. I'm fine with being by myself. You dig into relationships, or try to, and when your mindset is dug in deep and you don't get the same atmosphere from the opposite side, you cool on it.
What do you want from a relationship? What do you want from a relationship, Terrence?
Here.
What do you want from a relationship?
We're
just being honest.
The relationship aspect is real easy. You want comfort, truth. I can say that's what I want.
What does that mean, though?
And
truth, that's kind of basic. What else does that involve? Details.
I mean, to be honest, if you can look into the eye of your opposite, and they can just say, "Hey, I'm not wanting to be with you," then you're cool on it. Other than that, I'm good. Hey, the Chiefs play Sunday, so at 3:30, make sure y'all watch the game.
I like what he was saying, though, but I think what I want in a relationship is honesty, trust, and the biggest part is, when you say communication, nobody says understanding. You can communicate all day, but if you ain't got no understanding, you talking to the wall. Understanding and communication. I want most definitely want understanding. Right, it just popped on. But yes, that's what I think I want I know that I want from a relationship. A relationship's important, and you have to almost, like, when people start talking vibes, your vibe has to be the same. You almost want them to reflect what you do. So that's
not doing right.
That's what I'm saying. That's why it's important because I've been that in a relationship, and this was the hardest part for me. I was with a woman that I love dearly, and when I started looking at, do I make her happy like she make me happy? Guess what? I wasn't.
But are you already happy? Somebody should not just be there to make you happy. You have to already be happy,
Well,
and they
I
can
probably
add to it. But
I probably
shouldn't
wasn't,
depend
but
on
she.
someone. You're not my jump box to just make me a happy
That's
person.
true.
I
I
have
probably-
to be
That's
happy.
not what he meant by that.
I'm just saying. That's what a lot of people think, though.
Yeah,
You
but
can't be happy with.
but she
myself.
made me happy. She made me feel good. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes you got to see, okay, so do I do the same for her? And I realized I wasn't. She got gray hairs now, and I think I added a couple of those. You see what I'm saying? That's how much stress I was doing. So I wanted to, if you love somebody, you're gonna notice your faults and want to give that in return, because I would like for us to get back together one day, but I got a lot of work to do. That's the reality of it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I have to look at myself, and that's the hardest part, because you realize just how fucked up you was as an individual. So that's true. And I don't want to be a narcissist or none of that. I have to change a lot of these things, because I thought I knew what being in a relationship was. I didn't. If you think you're ready and God gives you somebody, sends you an angel or whatever, because I don't fault her in a lot of things that happen. I fault myself, because I just wasn't ready. I ain't gonna lie to you. I wasn't looking for her when she came. I prayed for it, but wasn't looking for it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And God actually delivered, like, here. And I'm like, what? What is this?
Yeah, that big house come with a house note.
Right.
So what you about to say? You shouldn't be looking for someone to make you happy.
I wouldn't about to say nothing.
You did. You did.
No,
talk about it.
I wasn't about to say. It's ironic that you wish happiness on yourself or whatever, and you try to do the best for you. You try to be the best person you can be, and when you dive into a relationship with somebody else with all you have, and they take it for granted, you get leery about doing it again. So then now all of a sudden you're like leery of being with, or trying to involve yourself with somebody. But that's the case. You live and learn for real. So it's and so that's the way we live nowadays. So you gotta take heed and just keep it moving for real. So keep it in God's hands and keep it moving, no doubt. Okay, take this.
So here's my question to you, and I'm asking for a reason. Do you ever feel like the person you end up with is your fault, or has anything to do with you? Did you fault yourself in any situations when it comes to a messed up relationship? Well, both of you.
Of course. Because I think we don't understand who we really are and how things are really supposed to be in relationships, because we're not taught about it.
No,
there is no one-on-one relationship in high school. So what I'm learning is that there are certain things in me that attract certain things. Yeah. And then there are also predators out there. So they might see that I'm a nice person or a good person, and they come after me. Look, and they're not coming after me because they want to love me. They're coming after me because they want to use me.
What you can do for them.
Yes. So it's two spectrums, I also attract certain things, but that are good. Like if I'm a giving person,
you attract a giving person.
Yeah, that's rare for me, but I also attract.
I'm a giving person. I just ain't got it to give.
You don't have it. Yeah, and those ones, and you can be imagining stuff all day, but are you really doing it? But
True. Very true.
Yeah, I think we attract. It's something about me that attracts a certain person, or what I've learned as a child, and what I see my parents do, or my aunties and family. That's where you learn stuff from. If you never see anything, how can you not learn it? You learn what you see. And then, of course, once you get to that point and you're like, okay, this is what my parents did, I have to go learn something different, because I've learned that isn't.
Unlearn and then relearn.
There you go. Unlearn and relearn. Here you go, Tarence. I see you over there shaking your head.
And not to second guess Ms. Parks right here. I've learned all by myself.
Don't throw it down. But see, and I had people show me things, and And you're really not even aware that you're learning how you're going to be or what you do. It's just things that you're around and you see. Miss Gwen, you ready? Here, let's go see. This is Miss Gwen.
Okay, so what you want me to talk about?
Relationships. What you learned.
Good or bad about yourself.
Good or bad.
Okay, let's see. I have learned that going into a relationship, you have to be happy with yourself first before you can make somebody else happy or before somebody else can make you happy. Y'all both have to come in with the same thing. Don't bring no crazy psycho baggage. But if you bring in baggage, bring some good baggage.
Good baggage. There you go.
Bring some very good baggage. Oh my Lord. What is wrong with them two? What? Men have problems. They really do. And yes, women do have problems too. They really do. But a lot of times we look at the opposite sex and try to find out or trying to find happiness, trying to have them make us happy. Because with me, I'm happy when other people are happy. That works for me. But being older now, I need happiness. I need happiness coming from me, not from everybody else. So I've learned that this relationship thing, takes work. It takes a lot of work. And you have to be able to change. You have to be able to request change. You have to be able to change, period. But it could be a good thing. Relationships can be a good thing. I learned from watching other people. The relationships that are in my family, they were great relationships. My grandmother and grandfather's relationship, my mom, my aunts, my uncles, they had wonderful relationships. But you have to look and you have to live and learn. You have to, I'm not saying dwell in the past or whatever, but you go to the past, look at the past, and learn from it. Learn what not to bring. If it was not a good thing, learn not to bring that to your next relationship.
You said something I love that I never really thought about. What you say? You got to be happy yourself in order to make somebody else happy. And that's probably what my issue was, because when I was in my relationship, I was going through COVID. My job that I was working at closed down. I didn't have no job for a year. And then I got this woman that's trying to be there for me, motivate me, pump me up. And the whole time I was just irritated, unhappy. So that was important. I have to be happy. So now I got to get to the point of happiness myself. And I like that you said that. Put some things in perspective. But relationships, man, they expensive too. But but I want it. Everybody wants to be happy. I want that one woman. I went from being a player to just wanting that one woman now. I'm getting older. I'm maturing. I'm trying to convince people I'm not a player no more, which is hard for some reason, because I guess I still fit the description. I'm not trying to fit the description no more. But love is a beautiful thing. Love make you go down a one-way street the opposite direction. Real talk. It will. Think about it. If you love somebody, they gonna make you go down a one-way street. Have you been down that one-way street yet? The opposite direction. Love is a mug, right? Of course, we learn from it and know not to go down that street the opposite direction no more. Nobody wants to, and everybody puts guards up, but everything is still a gamble. We got to stop keeping the guard up, because your dream person could be in your face. And you got your guard up so high that you don't even see it. That can happen, You know, so relationships. That's all I'm saying. You know, I don't know what else to say about it. This is Amir's podcast. I think we about to end it from here. I'm not sure. I'm always gonna be on her podcast. I'm gonna start my own with her advice. I want y'all to come check us out, man, because we're gonna talk about all types of things. Y'all can even inbox me or her and give us titles and topics. You know what I mean? But love, you know, relationships. I want to talk about something else next time, though. I gotta come up with something else besides relationships.
God bless. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Hey, you should have hit it with the Russell Simmons. God bless. Thank you. Good night.
All right, y'all. This has been our talk today. We're talking about relationships, which everybody almost have some issues with. That everybody I know. I only know a few people who don't.
Tell them I'm gonna teach the class even though I'm single.
No, you're not teaching the class. Nope. Nope. Okay, that was my little mini Christmas podcast with some of my friends, Jason Williams, Tarence Willis, and Miss Gwen Harris. Thank you guys for listening again, and have a good night. Peace.